Hey there, cats and kittens. Welcome back to Boss Kitty Live. I am your host, Boss Kitty. Sorry, I'm trying to get my earpiece to work. It's not working at the moment. It's very, very strange. I don't know what's going on. So, oh, wait. Hello, music. How are you? I'm so glad to be here with all of you. It has been a crazy week, hasn't it? I know a lot of you said that you're getting snow again. Some of you haven't had snow at all. We had snow briefly yesterday, like bam, it came up again and then disappeared. It was a little nuts. Let's see here. Hello, little brat, Tina, Crochet, Michaela, Miriam, Winter's Eve, Tina. Like I said, it's so good to see everybody. So it is Wednesday, which means we've got our wild card craziness going on. We had some requests to continue to do frogging. So I do have my sweater here that we're going to work on and frog for a little bit. But I also really want to work on blanket, because I think I've forgotten about it and I should probably work on it, right? Hello, Sarah. How are you? All crafty. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everyone. Goth, Marie. I know I saw Samantha here earlier. Laura. Hello. Sorry, a little frog in my throat. Yeah, so oh my gosh, what have I been doing the past few days? I've been training at work, which means that I get to watch other people do my job, which means I get to knit, so I got to work on my sleeve a little bit, which was a lot of fun. Love those colors. Thank you. These are some of my favorite colors, and I'm really bummed this sweater didn't work out, but we'll take a look at it. Birthday Eve. I wish I would wake up to snow, but we have tornadoes. Michaela, it's your birthday Eve. We'll get right on that one. If you're new to the show, welcome. We're so thrilled to have you here with us. We have a little game that we play at the I want to say 6:45, and then every half an hour after that. So 6:45, 7:15, 8, and 7:45. And it's called Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups, and you could win free yarn, honestly, which is really cool. You could win free yarn. You could win to buy yarn. You could win yarn. That's what I'm trying to say. All you have to do in order to be eligible to play is hit the subscribe button and then chat it up with us. It's fun on both ends. So really, you're not out anything. Wednesday says hello to Wednesday as well on Wednesday. You're working on granny hexagons for a blanket tonight. Oh my gosh, Winter's Eve. We can be like blanket twinsies. I love it. Okay, so it is a lot of squares. We're going to count them here in a little bit. You turned 50 last Friday. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's get to our workspace. Oh, it's working. Thank goodness. It turned black again for some reason earlier. I was a little concerned about it. Just do that a little bit. There we go. So we've got some birthdays, it sounds like. Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday to all of our birthday gals and guys out there. I hope that if your birthday's tomorrow, or it was yesterday, or it's today, whatever day it is, that it is a great birthday and that you get to do something fantastic. I'm still waiting on my 40th birthday party. We kind of decided we were going to put the 40th birthday party together with the housewarming party. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm officially just moving my birthday to spring, basically, when it's not cold, when people aren't burned out on seeing other people from the holidays. So still working on your knitted scarf. That's exciting. Making chop suey. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry right now. This kid is cheeky. What is she doing, JK? You're halfway through a sleeve on your cropped sweater, hoping to start on the set. Oh my gosh, Jinxie, that's exciting. I always get second sleeve syndrome, the same way I do with socks, except for some reason with sweaters, at least, I push through it. And I think it's because I've worked so hard on the damn sweater, I'm going to finish it. Okay, so because this is color work, I do have a little bit of weird knot work going on here, and I don't know why. So we're going to see what's going on here. Hopefully this frog in my throat goes away, because I did not grab water. She just gave you 2 bears, then grabbed her blanket and said bye, and left the room and closed the door. She's so funny. I love that age for children, because they're learning words and they know what they mean, but they don't quite know what they mean, or they don't really catch on to social cues. And so there's no filter there. And I think it's the cutest thing. Like, you still have that innocence of it doesn't matter if I say something that other people are confused by, because it's what I'm thinking right now, and that's all that matters. So all crafty. It has been a long week, hasn't it? You finished the cat's portion of the cat again. Okay, Eska. But you have to take a break because you're aggravated the stress. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had some carpal tunnel going on in my left hand for a few weeks there, and it was really, it was making things hard. So I feel you. And sometimes breaks are the best thing you can do in those situations, right? Like, you don't want to push it, because if you push it, you could make it so much worse than it actually could be. You're gonna be 46 tomorrow. Sounds like a great age. You know, I was kind of dreading my 40s, and now I'm just kind of embracing it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for my 40s. Bring it. They're going to be amazing. I'm going to be that crazy 40-year-old lady with a floppy hat on. I'm going to be that crazy 40-year-old lady that rips her yarn because she just doesn't care, because she's trying to frog the damn thing. Yeah, doesn't care, quite frankly. I just talked about how children don't really care about social cues. I feel like we go back to that at some point in time, right? Maybe not completely, but to a point where we're just like, nah, you can roll your eyes at me. I don't mind. I mean, I've always been that way to a degree, but I feel like it gets even better. You've wanted to do this pattern for a while. You have a similar size yarn going, but this one is super bulky with a 10mm hook. Oh my gosh, I love bulky projects because they just whip up anything that's above a worsted weight. I live for. I love those projects, which is really funny because I don't carry worsted weight or Aran weight or bulky or chunky weight yarns. And the reason for that is because they don't sell as well, right? Like, people don't buy them as often. And I think people are kind of scared off by the yardage. Let's explain something about yarn. Here, have some yarn 101, kiddies. Okay, so you have a beautiful skein of yarn. This is Sigmund, by the way. I am so sorry. You have a beautiful skein of yarn, and it is 230 yards of fluff. It's DK weight. And then I don't have one on me, but you have another skein of yarn that's fingering weight, and it is 460 yards of beautiful fluffy yarn, right? And you think to yourself, well, this fingering weight is the better bargain because they're both the same price. Both of these, pretend there's one in my hand, are $28. And you think, well, this fingering weight's the better bargain. There's more yardage. But here's the thing that nobody thinks about. Well, not nobody. If you spin, you definitely think about this. They weigh the same amount. Both of these are 4 ounces or around 4 ounces, which means you're getting the same amount of fabric out of it because you're going to knit or crochet this with a bigger hook or needles, right? And so less stitches make up more space, whereas this takes lots and lots of stitches to get the same amount of space. So even if I have some chunky yarn and it's only, God, I don't know, I'm guessing right now, 80 yards, if it's the same price as this, if they're the same type of fiber and it's dyed the same way and they weigh the same amount, then that kind of actually makes sense. So just keep that in mind. Definitely look at yardage because that's really important for patterns, but also keep an eye out on the weight of your yarn. There we go. Oh, it'll be okay, Trina. Thank you, though. I don't even know if he's watching the show tonight, Trina. I think he's super busy doing some other stuff. I'm doing it solo, guys. No rules. It's all me, all the time. It's going to be amazing. We're not going to do anything different. Let's be honest. You think you're sick again. You don't know if it's long COVID or if it's a separate thing. I'm going to tell you because I love you. I hope that it's a separate thing. If it doesn't get better, though, please promise that you will go see somebody about long COVID. My auntie has long COVID, and it is rough. She's a cyclist. She's been a cyclist my whole entire life, as long as I can remember, and she now is winded just walking up her stairs, and it breaks my heart to think about that. I don't know why this is being so funky right here. PK going rogue. It's chaos time. Because I am an agent of chaos. If you were unaware of that, welcome to the show. I am 100% a chaos monkey. Even when there shouldn't be chaos, I'm like, let's push the button. Oh, he's totally brave, right? Like, who's got the kegs? It's going to be so much fun. Break all the rules. Press all the buttons. Exactly. Let's press some buttons. We can press that one. We can press this one.
Don't make mistakes. we have happy accidents.
Happy accidents. That's what I will call all of my button pushing today, is happy accidents. He left us unsuperfied. Frogging knit is so much harder, it seems. It's not usually. It's just that this happens to be, like I said, this is color work, and I don't know what funkiness was going on here. This might be where the sleeves were supposed to be. I don't know. I don't remember, quite frankly. But that's what's going on here. That's why this is kind of difficult and being strange. Normally, this just flies apart, and it's like super easy. No problems whatsoever. So I don't know what this is. It looks like, though, like maybe, I don't know. It's a hot mess, though. Yeah, this almost looks like it doesn't have, like it's where my stitches were sitting on. I'm just breaking stuff at this time. Chaos, right? Am I right? So if this continues to be ridiculous like this, then we'll probably just not work on this right now, and we'll end up working on our blanket, which that tells me that the universe is like, hey, get on that blanket. You just woke up. You guess you read that wrong. You know what? Welcome. If you're here, then you're here perfectly on time. I do not believe in lateness, at least not for things like this. I mean, yes, you will get in trouble if you're late to work, blah, blah, blah. I still think that's silly. But lateness maintenance as far as things like this go. So originally we were going to do our subscriber giveaway tonight. That is going to be postponed until Monday. My apologies. It has been a pretty hectic last 2 days, and so I just don't have that prepped and ready to go right now. That is 100% on me. But I mean, it does mean you guys have an extra day to go into those February VODs and make a leave a message, right? Leave a comment, because they're there. So consider this a little bit of an extra time to go in there and do that if you want. Hot damn, what is up with this? I think this might be why we stopped last time on this too, right? Like I was like, this is just too much. You guys have 3 whole minutes, by the way, until our first round of Wheel Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. I feel like the show just started, though, so I don't know how that's humanly possible. Queen arrives exactly when they intend to. Laura's not wrong. You have long COVID and get wind to take. I am so sorry to hear that. I have faith that eventually they will find a way to aid with that, and I hope it benefits you, because yeah, that's balls, quite frankly. I'm so sorry. Wednesday decided to go under the bed. Now she ate a little bit of food. Now she sleeps under the bed. So Zuzu, my spicy little kitten, she is fearless, right? Like, she will get up in your face, she will hiss at me if she's mad at me. She's spicy. Except for, here's the thing, this cat is so sensitive to sounds. If there's a loud sound, if something drops on the floor, whatever it is, like, she is, what's up, and runs under the bed, and then comes out and runs under the bed. Like, I'm sure there are cats out there like that, but all my cats have always been chill. They're like, whatever, it's another sound. Hello, Emily, how are you? Love the wheel, even though it doesn't seem to love us back. It does some days, you guys. Like, I think last Monday, you guys got 3 wins. Blinky, on the other hand, is what one calls a bag for holding douche. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I mean, it's not an F-bomb. I'm going to take it. Whatever. I'm going with it. YouTube, I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to. Kayla, that sounds amazing. Well, Brad, definitely sleep well. We if you're going to head off to bed, have a wonderful evening and get some sleep. If you're not, if you're going to sit here and hang out with us, you could fall asleep to my voice. I've been told I'm very soothing. That's actually 100% a lie. I do not have a soothing voice. I will wake you up in the dead of the night. TK has a soothing voice. Your cat is a sound-sensitive cat. Feeling sleepy, laying down after crochet for an hour and ripping it all out. I forgot to change colors. Oh no, Moonbow. But you did say that you've had a good week, so I'll take that. Guess what time it is, guys? It's time for the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. You guessed right. It's like you're all psychic or something. What? By the way, this is going in timeout. I'm not having it. Okay. You haven't met anyone that Blinky likes. Blinky used to be much better about this stuff. There's that. You guys got 2 dad jokes on Monday too, and I don't think those have been updated, so I think I might only have 2 left on there, so hopefully we don't get a bunch of dad jokes tonight. Winner is Lillian Chan. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Let's just real quickly check the, yep, you're good to go. Wonderful and fantastical. Okay, Lillian, let's get that wheel up for you. No, that was the wrong button. It is pure chaos, you guys. I did it on purpose. Oh no, Kayla. What? Not bye-bye. Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? All the chaos. There we go. You have to come out in order to say goodbye, Wheel. I think you are just as much on the weird train tonight as I am. Okay, so, ta-da! This is our beautiful wheel. If you've never been here before, I will go over this once and one time only. We have free shipping on this wheel, international and domestic. We have game over, unfortunately, but we do have yarn tarot and blinky rolls and Ravelry patterns for up to $10 or $5. We've got dad jokes and adject animal sounds, and we have a merch code for stickers and buttons at your next BossKittyShop.com purchase. So Lillian, I'm going to spin the wheel for you. So excited. Hi, Alexandria. How are you? That's a merch code. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're a winner.
You are a winner. So Lillian, all you need to do is hop onto Discord, message me, and I will send you a code for your free merchandise. And then the next time that you buy something from BossKittyShop.com, you just add that that sticker and button bundle basically, and then put your code in, and it'll take the price of that off, so you'll get it for free. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate your support. Wheel, I will see you in half an hour.
Good night and goodbye.
You're so dapper, Wheel. That's my favorite. Good night and goodbye. Okay, I give. We're going to work on this blanket instead, because this is making me angry. These are all of my squares. They no longer fit in this Ziploc bag. I haven't counted them in a while. I have no idea what's here. So we should probably count. There's so many different colors in here. Like, it's a little obscene, to be honest. Okay, so we're going to push them off to the side. We'll start counting. They're in groups of 10, by the way. Like, I ran out of this color right here, so I added this color, and then you'll get the hang of it. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 100 squares right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love how Fairy Farts works up like this. 7. I think that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 200 squares. A lot of tiny squares. You thought the only one with the Ziploc bag of granny squares? You're carry on, both of us. I feel you on that one. I just ran out of stuff to put them in. 1, 2. Ooh, I got some teenage angst in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 300 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 370 squares, it looks like. I need 525, I think, or somewhere around there, 520. So we're over halfway, which is very exciting, but I feel like I've been in the same place now for like 2 months because I haven't worked on it. In my defense, though, I did lose my hook again. This is the second time I've lost this hook, but I did find it this time. Last time I had to buy a new one because I left it at a comedy show. Don't take your crochet to a comedy show. That's what I learned. Yeah, it's not even going to do a thing anymore. You know, we'll just leave this here to like, blah, there we go. Get all that color out there for you. So we've got some colors that we can pick from. You love breakfast for, oh, I love breakfast for dinner too. It's my favorite. There's something about breakfast that is so easy to cook, right? Like it doesn't take all the prep normally that dinner takes. And it's so delicious. Like it's just satisfying. You can have a little sweet, you can have a little salty, you can have, it's perfection. Breakfast for dinner, best thing in the whole world. Looks like it's time to invest in a big plastic thing of cheese doodles. Have a doodle barrel full of grand. Oh my gosh, Lillian. That's amazing. Okay, so this colorway was a throwback from our Lord of the Rings box set, which was years ago. And I've been making some squares out of this, but I have a fair amount of those in here. I don't have any brown squares yet. So I could use the brown. That's an option too. I certainly have this right here, which is timey-wimey. I've got some soot right here that I could use. And then I've got what's in here. Need to be, especially from a restaurant that serves all day breakfast. Yep. So we've got more fairy farts. I've got a lot of fairy farts in there, but we'll probably end up making more fairy farts too. I've got some ectoplasm. I could use more ectoplasm. I don't think there's a lot of green in there right now. There's more tails from St.Olaf. It's not a bad color. We've got more old school Henson and Oz. You can see the difference with my speckles. I've come a long way with speckles. And blueberry blender, which I have a fair amount of in here. So I think it's gonna be between the, I feel like I need more speckle though. Maybe we'll do this one. I have so many solids in there, but I do know that I need more green too. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys choose actually. So it's gonna be between these three right here. We've got Henson and Oz, we've got ectoplasm, and we've got Snuffy. And I'm gonna let you guys choose which one we decide to use in this moment to make some squares with. You get to choose, guys. All of you get to choose. It is fingering weight, Michaela. All of it is fingering weight. On my little tiny, it's not that tiny, C hook right here. Boop, boop. I've had the worst luck with this hook too. Like I said, I lost it and then I tried to buy new hooks and they were out of the clovers. So I ended up buying these things right here. And once again, remember we were talking about that. You can't even see what I'm doing right now. Come on. There we go. You see the way that incline we were talking about? These don't work for me. So apparently I'm very, very sensitive when it comes to my crochet hooks. Oh my gosh, look at all these answers. Fairy farts, green, ecto, Henson and Oz, Henson and Oz, Henson and Oz, ecto, Henson. Okay, so I think we had more Henson and Oz than ectoplasm, but you know what? Henson and Oz, we had more ectoplasm than Henson and Oz. So we'll start with ectoplasm, and then we will move over to Henson and Oz. I know words. Ouch, that hurts. You can tell, by the way, my hands look a hot mess right now. That's because I've been dyeing yarn. Speaking of, if you head over to the shop right now, there have been a few items that have been added. Not a ton. We're still waiting on our inventory to come into town. But there's been some fairy farts added to both the BKDK and the fingering weight line. There has been some ectoplasm added to both. There has been Cynthia's lunchbox added to the BKDK line. There's some As You Wish, and there's some blueberry blender. I think that's everything that's been restocked at the moment. But I know that they're also going fast. Like, I think we might be sold out of fairy farts in BKDK again. I'm not sure. I'd have to look, but I know that a bunch of those sold pretty fast. Timey-wimey and ectoplasm. Family favorite. Yes, excellent. It's such a pretty color. Those little covers for the yarn balls are a great idea. So these came from a viewer of the show. Gosh, I'm trying to remember who brought them over to us now. I'm trying to remember what her username is, and I don't have it on me at the moment. My brain is farting, but I will find out, and I will throw her information into Discord for you guys. She brought them to me at off because she's so sweet. Oh my gosh, look, I found a little dude. There we go. Kitty glitter sassy pants. So, no, there's no kitty glitter sassy pants. There's no sassy pants right now, Miss Laura. You know that. So in case anybody's ever wondering why we don't have sassy pants, it's because it's impossible to photograph. That is the reason. That is the only reason. Furry Farts and BKDK sold out. Just checked. Oh, Cassandra, we'll have more as soon as that shipment comes in. I promise. But we do have it in fingering weight. It was naughty Nitrous. Thank you, Ghost Babe. Here, you can have some confetti. And she is delightful, by the way. But yeah, so she brought me some of these. She brought me some other really cool stuff. And then she brought me one of her stickers that I put on my water bottle that I do not have with me right now. Your life needs them with your kitties. They are really cool. I enjoy them. So I'm trying to remember how the hell I made these because it's been so long. So I think it's 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I believe I go into this one right here. Yeah. Oh, I try not to split my yarn because, you know, them's the rules, kids. So I made my nice little circle, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do a yarn over, or not a yarn over, geez, I do a double crochet. I know what I'm trying to say. And I do these in like clumps of 3, I think. Yeah. This is this feels right. And then 1, 2, and then another one. Once you start this again, it's like riding a bicycle. You just never forget. 2. There we go. And then 1, 2. You guys are gonna get tired of my counting. I have to count more with crochet than I've ever had to count with knit. And these are pretty mindless. Like these are easy to do, quite frankly. But that first set I need to count. And then for the last one, you do 2 double crochets instead of 3. Because they're tricksy about it. And then you go 1, 2 right into this guy right here, do a little slip stitch, and then you do another slip stitch into the hole right there. Perfect. So we have created our base. There it is in all its beauty. Fairy Farts is super pretty, and it's also incredibly popular. You're ordering 4. You can order 4. Absolutely. It's all coming back. It's all coming back. Now Celine Dion is in my head with that ridiculous music video from the 90s. You get paid tomorrow. Can't wait to pick up some blueberry blender. Yay! I love that color. It's so good. It reminds me of like dishes. You know what I'm talking about? The blue and white dishes you can get. Okay, let's continue, kids. You had to just about give up crochet due to wrist pain. Oh, Crafty, I'm so sorry to hear that. Have you tried one of the compression gloves for your hands? I had some that had kitties on them, and I had them for a whopping 5 minutes before TK accidentally poured coffee all over one of them. I don't know, this looks a little wonky. No, it's fine. Okay. Found when your wrist acts up, you can knit easier. That's good to know. I have the exact opposite issue, actually. Blue willow dishes, that's it. Yeah. So when I knit, my wrist acts up more, like in here, and it's this finger right here. It's knitting like this. It causes tension throughout my arm and along here. If I'm crocheting, for some reason, even though I hold my yarn the same way, it doesn't do it as much. It's the weirdest thing. 3, 4, and then like so. And it's 1, 2. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah. Yeah, this is correct. You got this, BK. And then we're just gonna do double crochet in each across, like so. So easy. It's so easy. BK can do it. Oh my goodness. 2. These corners blew my mind the first time I did them. I was like, that is amazing and makes this make so much more sense. Knitting doesn't bother your wrist. Do you knit continentally or do you throw your yarn? Copperfit gloves added with a grip guard. Ooh, yeah, with a wrist guard. Yeah, for sure. Are the Craft Girl summer ones. I know, crochet. They're so good. Like, I think they're my favorite too. I wish I had more of this yarn just so I could make more of these squares. They turned out so good. In fact, all of the multicolor skeins from box sets or from specialty yarns are my favorite. Like these ones are from the Where the Wild Things Are colorway that we did. They just, the way they pooled are, they're so cool. Do I have any more in here? I do. Oh, here we go. Here's the Lord of the Rings color. That one was really neat too. And they're all pretty similar. Like, check that out. Yeah. Anyway, I love them. I'm right there with you. But that Craft Girl Summer, it's just so bright and cheerful. Like, it demands for you to smile or it's going to punch you in your teeth. You guys have 15 minutes until our next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So make sure that you're a subscriber. Just push the little button and chat it up with us. You know, just you're here and hanging out with us anyway. You might as well be kooky. You love how the Lord of the Rings color looks. It's a throwback too. It wasn't actually in the box sets. I had a bunch of those skeins that were in grab bags at one point in time, actually. And I kept one for my greedy little self, and this is what it turned into. Occasionally, I will do that. I'll go, I want this color. In fact, there are 2 sock blanks left that got dyed up after everything went out. And I can put them in grab bags for next time, or I can keep them for myself. And I'm so in love with them that I'm having a really hard time. I can't justify it in the sense that I could make a display piece out of them because I don't sell that colorway. But oh my God, they're gorgeous. Hi, Ashley. How are you? It looks like a smoldering fire. It was supposed to be the Eye of Sauron, and Lidless Eye is what we called it. And we changed it just a bit because it had so much black in it. And I always get really nervous about making black yarns because they're not fun to work with a lot of the time if the majority of it is black. It's really hard to see cable work on there. Really, it's hard to see anything on there. So we went more with an orangey color with black in it. Instead, we swapped the orange and the black for the amount. I like the way that this looks, but as far as enjoyment goes, I think people really enjoyed working with the other stuff. You made it, you keep it. Sandra, I like the way you think. Keep the sock blanks there. So pretty. The blanket. This blanket is almost like a yarn dyeing portfolio. I love it. Yes, thank you. It is. It kind of is, and I can use this as a display piece. Not for all of our yarn, because a lot of it is discontinued colorways, but there's a lot of colorways in here that are not discontinued, such as the one that I'm using right now. Could you imagine if I retired ectoplasm? I'm pretty sure that you guys would riot. Like, Salem would burn to the ground. Ectoplasm, Cynthia's lunchbox, fairy farts. Black wool, no problem. Black acrylic or alpaca drives you nuts. Interesting, Winter's Eve. I didn't realize that there would be a difference. No worries, carrying on. It's so good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for being a
We are thrilled to have you here as part of the Boss Kitty community. No, I got one of the sock blanks in your grab bag. You love black yarn. That would end our that would be the end of our friendship. Laura, I'm amazed that you're still friends with me after I discontinued Sassy Pants. And I haven't come out with toe beans yet. Like, I'm thoroughly amazed by this. My jaw drops every time I think about it. Hello, Rochelle. How are you? Do you want to know a secret? Your name is my middle name. And when I was a kid, I was learning to spell my name. My middle name was the one that caught me up every single time. I could spell my first name, no problem. Middle name, not so much. There was too many letters. They're trixies. Yes, I'm a weirdo who likes black yarn. Jenna, that's okay. I celebrate weirdos here. Welcome to the Weirdo Club, where all your weirdo dreams come true. I don't know if that part is actually accurate, but I'd like to think that it is. Okay, so we're going to do one more round, and then the square will be complete. Toe beans. What was Sassy Pants? Sassy Pants was this obnoxious ass color right here. We still carry it. We carry it in mohair. We carry it in mohair ball. But it's so hard. I mean, look at how it reflects the light, right? It's so hard to photograph. It's damn near impossible. And unless you have actually had this colorway in your hands, most people don't buy it. Because, at least not online, because it doesn't look true to its color, unfortunately. But I still use that color, like the color I used for that, for the Sassy Pants, I use it in other things. So it gets used in Fairy Farts as an example. Someday, maybe I'll do a black and pink speckled yarn. We used it briefly. Did we use that, or did I think I used a ballerina pink in the hazel colorway? Not sure. It is so bright. So, this colorway I came out with right before, like in 2015, early on in the shop. And during the Women's March, it's in fingering weight. We didn't have DK weight at that time, but I had a friend who made a pussy hat out of it. And it was the brightest hat in the march. Like, you could see it from miles. And it poured rain in Portland that day. Like, we were drenched, and she was so afraid that her hat was ruined because it was like all soggy and it stretched out. It was like over her eyes. She took it home. She was a new knitter at the time. She tossed it in the washing machine and tossed it in the dryer, and I nearly had a damn heart attack. But it bounced out. It was no problem because it's superwash merino. It came out, it had kept its shape, so it was back to its normal shape, and she still wears it to this day. It would be super pretty. It would make a great sweater. Laura's got a few sweaters with it in there. You would buy Sassy Pants. You love anything pink. So here's the dealio, kiddos. If you are like, damn it, I need this color and BK doesn't carry it anymore, collaborate with one another. We do custom orders. So if you want Sassy Pants, you just have to message me and say, I would like 4 skeins of Sassy Pants. It has to be in groups of 4 because I have to dye in batches of at least 4. So if you don't want 4 skeins, but you want 2 skeins, maybe somebody else in the group, in this lovely community, wants 2 skeins, or maybe somebody wants 1 skein and another person wants 1 skein. The point is that if you guys go together and go in on it together, you can do a custom order of any colorway. So box sets are a little bit different, those colorways, because they're exclusive to those box sets. But even like the seasonals, things like that, we can make it happen. You love black and pink speckled yarn. Hand knit sock or 2 of mine may have made their way into the dryer and lived to tell the tale. Yes. It's always exciting to hear. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black and pink. What I would really love, like really, really love, is to be able to do like a black with pink speckles, right? Just like primarily black with pink speckles. I think that that would be sexy as fuck, quite frankly. But you can't really. It's hard because you can't dye the skein black and then put pink speckles on it. They're not going to show up. There are some people who have figured out how to do little areas that are one bright color and everything else is dark. And I suppose I could probably figure out how to do that, but there's so many dyers out there that already do it. And it's like, why attempt to change anything that somebody else has already done really, really, really well? So maybe someday, but I don't know. We will find something to incorporate Sassy Pants into. Maybe it'll be a box set. Maybe it'll just be a random color I throw out there because I'm bored. I don't think Sassy Pants will be in the Doctor Who box set. Maybe if I... Oh, you know what? Actually, it could be. It could be in there for a Rose Tyler colorway. Like, we could incorporate Sassy Pants for a Rose Tyler colorway, I think. She wore a lot of pink. She had early 2000, late 90 vibes going on. Big time. Black and pink. I will remember that. I want to make something with Sassy Pants and ectoplasm. Excellent. Absolutely in love with your Not the Brave yarn. Oh, thank you, Megan. Would you be interested to see your take on Molly Mock? So, funny you should mention that, Megan. We did a whole entire Wild Mount box set. It was the first box set we did. It had 9 colorways in it, including Long May He Rain, which was a kitty glitter colorway that had this beautiful kind of violet purple in it, and then red speckles throughout it. And then we also did a Tea Time with the Wild Mother, or Tea with the Wild Mother rather, and that was kind of a pale pink, and then it had a little bit of purple speckles on it and mint green speckles on it. I think I can probably find a picture. I show this one off frequently. It's on my Instagram. It's on my Insta, guys. Let me see if I can find it. It's going to be way down there. Deep down, down. Not now. I don't care about notifications right now. Just take me to my page. Make it work. If you can't tell, I'm not very good with social media. You're waiting for Final Frontier. Kayla, what weight are you waiting for? No pun intended there. DK weight or Cat's Cradle? Because I actually found 4 skeins of Final Frontier and Cat's Cradle, and they should be in the shop now. I'm so close. I'm so close, you guys. Do. In fact, you know what? Let's go on an adventure together. Here, you can look through these while I look for it. Look at little baby Gracie. She's so tiny. Oh my goodness. All of the social media. Okay, we are actually pretty close now because we're getting into the Harry Potter inspired scarves. Oh my gosh, so much stuff in here. So many pictures. That was Yarn Crawl many moons ago. Okay, so this is the Saturday morning cartoon set. There's the Golden Girl cartoon, or the Golden Girl box set, the Stay Golden box set, I should say. Which means the next box set will be, yep, here it is. Okay, perfect. This right here. There you go. So we've got a Dungeon Master colorway right here. We've got, here, let me move this over just a tiny bit. This was Tusk Tooth. This was Flurry of Bows, which we came up with before they did. Reborn in Fire. This was your Long May He Reign colorway. We have Orphan Maker, Tea with the Wild Mother. We had Little Sapphire, and then we had Buttons and Bravery. There they all are. And here's the thing about that. That was our biggest, most ambitious box set. We did not sell all the colors together because I had no idea what I was doing at the time. And somehow it is the only box set where I remember all of the names of all of those colorways. You're waiting for Final Front. Okay, so yeah. Do a retired box set flashback and have past colors. Brittany, that's not a bad idea either. You need a Fall Firefly Serenity box set. I do love myself some Firefly. Deep down in the darkest parts of the cave they be. They really were. Oh my gosh, there's this little piece of hair right in the corner of my eye. Whew. You have it in kitty glitter for the Cerulean Orchid Crown Collab. Yep, because we did bring back Long May He Reign. We brought back our Molly Mott color briefly for the Crowned collection because I thought that was fitting. And I have kind of thought about, I've played with the idea of doing a Vox Machina set, especially since there's now the show on Amazon Prime, and so it's become very popular. I've thought about doing it. We haven't scheduled that one yet. My cat, I guess my cat doesn't want me to sleep. She just woke. That's how cats are. They're just like, wake up, wake up, wake up all the time. Ours get me up at like 4:30 to let them out of the room, and then I have to go feed them at 5. It sucks. You guys have 2 whole minutes until the next round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Up, so make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you're chatting it up with us. That's how you're eligible. And speaking about subscribers, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're so close. We're less than 100 away. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, TK is going to do a craft hole with you. What is a craft hole, you might ask? It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a show that goes down the rabbit hole of crafting. He does all sorts of crafts. He does kid crafts, he does woodworking, painting, all of it. And he just sits here super chill, talks about whatever's on his brain. He's much calmer than I am. And he's smooth and just decadent voice because he did radio for so long. And yeah, you just chill and you guys watch him flub up his crafts or do them correctly. Sometimes people do them with him. It's a really great show, and we haven't had it for a few years. So that's what you guys get once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Your cat says, you're missing BK. Craft Hole is fantastic. I think what I might do is I might see if he'll agree to release like on a Thursday for a throwback Thursday, one of the OG craft holes from Twitch when TK had long hair. I can't wait to see TK again. It's a lot of fun to watch, and we're just so close. You have so many whips right now, but you're crocheting as fast as you can because it's warming up. Do you not crochet in the... That's a great question, actually. How many of you stop knitting and crocheting in the warmer months? Like, where you're like, this is just for this, you know, this is seasonal for me. This is winter and fall only. I do not ever stop, like, even when it's super hot. Although, there have been times, especially for doing the show, where we've had to stop the show and not do it because it's been over 100 degrees in this house, and you just can't. There's no way. We hit 116 2 years ago, I think. We're like the hottest place in the whole entire world for a hot second. It was insane. Yeah, time for the wheel of goodies and goof 'em ups. Hi, handsome. Yes. No, I did not. Mm-hmm. Alexandria, are you asking me if I've been to lives on YouTube, or are you asking how long we've been doing lives on YouTube? We've been doing lives on YouTube for about almost eight months, almost a year, 9 months or something like that. Laura Bronner, congratulations. You are our second contestant. Oh, you can't be. You're a mod. I lied. That's right. You can't be. Laura Bronner ain't getting shit. That's terrible. Don't you dare say that. Okay, let's find a new winner. She even said, oh no, it can't be me. There we go. Let's see what happens here. You only knit or crochet when you're in the mood or inspired. And that's fair. Rochelle Girding, congratulations. You are our second contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. It's my middle name twin. I don't know if that's their middle name, but I'm going with it. Okay, let's get this wheel up.
Ba, 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 ba.
Beautiful wheel. How are you? I'm doing fine, thanks. Okay, we've already gone over this. I'm not going to go over it again. Rochelle, I'm going to spin the wheel. And I have every belief in my heart that it's going to land on something good for you. Why is it on game over? It didn't do game over last time. That's sus. I don't believe it. Let's find out. Holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. It's a dad joke. I think I have at least one, if not two. Congratulations. Woo. Is the sound ready for dad jokes? Is the sound ready for dad jokes? No, not that. That sound is for my music. Okay, that's fine. Rochelle, congratulations. We're going to go ahead and play you a dad joke here in 1 second. I'm going to say goodbye to the wheel. Goodbye, wheel.
Good night and goodbye.
We're no longer unsupervised. You are correct. Okay, my loves. Here you go. Have a dad joke. Hey there, Junior. You want to hear a joke? A dad was washing his car with his son until the son said, "Hey, Dad, can you just use a sponge?" He was washing the car with his son. Oh, that was good. Okay, we're back. I hope you enjoyed it. That was cheesy as all. Cheese, get out. Get it? Because he was washing the car with his sponge. Or he was using his son as a sponge. That is one of TK's favorites because of the end where I was like, oh, it's good. They're so bad, you guys. They're terrible. Oh, my goodness. And I think we're almost halfway through the batch that I have right now. So soon I'm going to have to record some more and it'll be a whole different thing. You'll love it. It'll be great. Okay, so we'll be back to the wheel in about half an hour. But in the meantime...
It's time to stretch.
It's time to stretch, kiddos. That got you. I'm glad. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all those giggles out. TK is back. BK must have gone too rogue. I did. Pushed all the buttons. He can't help himself. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stretch one hand out, bring it across, just like so. Hello, hand. Kids leave the worst streaks. Lillian, I want to push the... Here, have some confetti. I know it's already stretch time. It flies by, you guys. It just blows my mind how fast this show goes sometimes. That was unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna stretch the other hand across. I used to have a Deadpool when I still worked in an office. I had a Deadpool cut out and I had made some pun. I don't remember what it was, but it was cat pun. And everybody who would cover my shift, because I was the front desk person, they would write a different cat pun next to it. So Deadpool just had a bunch of like talk bubbles with different cat puns of him saying things. Like meow, be kidding me or something like that. I don't remember. I have a picture of it somewhere. It was really funny. You guys think that this is just for this show. My puns are deadly. You have no idea. I sent a friend. I was talking to a friend earlier, and you know you do emojis like little hearts and stuff. And I sent 3 hearts, and 2 of them were red. And then I accidentally clicked on a brown heart. And I was like, that heart was unintentional. Is it a fart heart? And he goes, it's a poop heart. And I go, it's a shirt fart. See, I can't. I'm 8 tops. I'm 8. Okay, other hand, stretch those fingers. I'm an official Deadpool writer now. Oh my gosh, that comic would go under in a heartbeat. That comic didn't get good until they started making fun of it anyway. You have cat to be kidding me, right? Meow. That was on there. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna take our hand and flop it forward. Get floppy. And just press on it gently. Laura's my my pun man. You can get wingmans. She's my pun man. Your receptionist jobs were never that cool. Okay, the job itself was not great. It was that was the property management company I worked for, and that was the position I had before I became a property manager. And I will never ever be a property manager again in my life. I care too much about tenants' rights. It's a hard position to have because you're trying to walk a fine line between what the owner of the residence wants and what the tenants need, right? So yeah, it's miserable. But the receptionist job, that part wasn't terrible, except for that people would come in to pay their rent and sometimes they'd be really angry and they would get aggressive in my face. And that was never any fun. I had one guy up there once, one guy that showed up once, refused to talk to me because I was a lady. I've never been so mad in my life. I was like, well, I'm the only person up here, so I guess you could talk to nobody. And go ahead and just roll those out. Oh my gosh, there's so many air bubbles in my wrists today. Yeah. I'm losing my ring. That's not good. Okay. So we're going to go to our workspace. And we're going to put our hands out. This is Zuzu, in case anybody's wondering. And we're just going to go ahead. And we're going to move our wedding rings around because they're not the way they belong. And then we're going to sit here and rotate our thumbs. I have the hiccups. Woohoo! And then we'll go the other way. And then we're going to rotate our pointer fingers. And we're going to remember to sit up straight. Like a lady or a gentleman. You've had several sexist jerks like that at the building I work at. Winter's Eve. It's just the worst. And you don't expect things like that in this day and age, right? Like you think that it's going to be different, and it's not. The comic book shop was the worst, though, of all of them. And I loved working there because it's freaking comics. Who doesn't love comics and D&D books? I was in heaven. But yeah, a lot of the customers were not great. Either they were super creepers that would hit on me, or they just assumed I knew nothing about comics and would flat out say so, which is very funny. Okay, wiggle your fingers out. Excellent. But I did get to have D&D games there with my coworkers and my friends after hours, and all the Pathfinder books are there. We were playing Pathfinder, not D&D. All the Pathfinder books were there, so it was like heaven on earth, quite frankly. Okay, so let's get back to it. Can't snack and chat. Neither can I. You do housing for low-income seniors during the week, and it's surprising how mean they can be when I'm just trying. Oh, absolutely, Winters. And like, I understand it to a degree. They're scared, right? They're older and they feel like they're getting pushed around, and so the moment that they feel they can push somebody around, trust me that they will. And I got it from, I mean, like I said, tenants aren't perfect either. I had one woman who moved into this place. We had brand new floors in there. She was there for a whopping 3 months before she moved, which was okay, sure. When she moved out, all of the new flooring was trashed because she had flooded the house twice with the bathtub and then with the sink because she had kids. And she couldn't understand why I was charging her for new flooring. She was like, but that's not my fault that it came up. I was like, did you have like 3 inches of water on the floor? She's like, yeah, but it should have been able to withstand that. Like, no, it really shouldn't. That should never be put to test, quite frankly. Okay, so we've got one done. Awesome. But you know what I don't have on me? Scissors. So we're just gonna break it for now. Thank you, Goth. I thought it was a great stretch too. Used to be a department manager of sporting goods and automotive. You had a guy come in and ask for the manager, and I told him it was me. He laughed in my face. Yeah, those types of guys. Oh, the hardware store is terrible. You work in a vape shop? Yep. Customers talk to me like I'm a dumb woman. It's so frustrating. And then on the other side of that, it's like they're losing out because you have a lot of great information that they could use. So, joke's on them. Not all guys are like that, though. We have some lovely guys in here. I have some lovely guy friends, and majority of guys aren't like that. It's just surprising and jarring when it does happen. Oh, op. I was going to apply for a dispatch, 911 operator job at one point in time. And TK's always been really, really supportive of whatever position I've found, as far as work goes. And it was with the state. This is before I had the job I have with the state. And he looked at me and he said, obviously you're going to do whatever you want to do, but I'm going to urge you not to apply for this job. I was like, why not? Like, I'm totally qualified for it. And he's like, yes. And you are a very empathetic person, and I don't think that you will be able to handle that type of stress and sadness. I was like, oh, you're probably right. So that did not happen. He's like, I don't want to watch you slowly just break. Army, enough said, for real. Yep, I'm really not surprised at all, Op, that it was more your coworkers than the prisoners. Your oldest had a customer refuse to deal with them because they have long hair, pierced ears, and wear makeup. How dare they crochet? Local indie comics shop that they trusted me to open the store for a long weekend while they went to New York Comic Con. Don't forget, you're in the UK. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Trina. Ghost Babe, that was exactly what he was trying to say. He's like, you are this perfect, wonderful, sweet person, and it will break you because there's so much terrible stuff that happens out there. There are times that he's reading the news and he makes like a face or something. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I don't want to tell you because I don't want to hurt your heart. I'm like, no, it's okay. You can tell me. And sometimes he does. Okay, so we've got that one. And now we're just doing our funky double crochets in this little hole I've made. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets. Excellent. How many stitches are in the start chain of your square? 4. There are 4 whole stitches there, which tracks with everything else because everything's in 4s, kind of, sort of, not really. These are in 3s, but the double crochet turns into a 4 chain stitch when I have to do it. Like it's all 4s. 4 is the number. 4 sets, 4 corners. 1, 2, 3. Go. And then we're going to do our final one right here. Ooh, first, we're going to do this. A piece of hair in my ear. Oops, I lost my sound completely. Where did my music go? I accidentally stopped my music. Sorry about that, kiddos. It happens from time to time. It looks so fan. It is the Battenberg. You are correct, Emily. You win a gold star. You may pet me, but I changed my mind. Baby bite, 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 bite. I love it. That's amazing. But you let it get you angry instead. 2, 3, and 4. I did have one guy that came into the comic shop once, and he was looking, I don't even remember what he was looking for, but I recommended something to him, and he looked at me, he's like, do you even read comics? I was like, excuse me? He's like, aside from like Buffy and other girl comics, do you read comics? And I don't remember what my response was. I was in total shock, but I remember I said something that proved that yes, I do, and he's an idiot. And then I made some comment about him living in his mom's basement. And then he complained to my manager, who my manager was like, yeah, you should probably leave now. Him, not me. Of the story that your parents made me stop watching Teletubbies because I was starting to talk with a British accent. God, that's amazing. You're trying to finish your Hexie-cardy for your son's birthday party on Sunday. I believe you can do it, Trina. That reminds me, you guys, show and tell is up, so make sure that you head over to Discord and pop your pictures in there. I want to see your whips. I want to see your finished objects. I want to see things that you're proud of. I don't care what it is. You can even show me food. My stomach is grumbling, but you can show me food. So, when I play D&D with my friends on the weekends, one of my friends always has this delicious hummus that I don't know where she gets it, but it's a jalapeno honey hummus, and I'm obsessed with it. And I was at the store last night, and I found it. And I brought it home, and I was like, TK, I didn't call him TK, but still, I was like, you have to try this. And he's like, that's pretty good. That's the last thing I ate this afternoon. That's why I'm thinking about it. It's so good, you guys. It's sweet, but it's really spicy. I dream about it sometimes. It's one of your favorite cakes. What kind of cake is it? I don't like cake, but I'm curious. Being one of the only females presenting people at the comic book shop used to give me an unfair advantage when starting a round of Magic. I can see that. Like, what is girls' comics? Isn't that a great question? There's no such thing. I mean, I suppose... No, there's no such thing as girls' comics. There are different types of comics out there for everybody, seriously. Strangers in Paradise is probably my favorite comic book series. That's not like mainstream stuff. But I mean, I got to go to San Diego Comic-Con on the shop's dime because I was one of the people they chose to go down there and be a vendor, which really it equated to 12-hour days with no breaks and then mingling in the evening, which the mingling was totally worth it. It was so epic and amazing. I got to go to rooftop parties. It was really cool. But the brutal 12-hour days, sometimes longer, and then you had to do teardown at the very end too. I was much younger. I was, let's see, I have to think now. How old was I? I had to be in my 30s still, though. Yeah, I was in my 30s. I was like 33, I want to say. 34, maybe? Somewhere around there. And I don't know if I could do that these days. Or if I did, I would be exhausted for weeks afterwards. Used to hustle Magic based on being a dumb girl. That's how to do it, Laura. I mean, if they're going to make those assumptions, you might as well use them to your advantage, right? I did have one kid come in once. He was looking to set up a Magic the Gathering weekly event, basically. And that was fine because we didn't have one, and that we love stuff like that, or we loved stuff like that because that brought extra business into the shop, right? Like, you've got a bunch of people there. We sell Magic cards, so they're going to buy packs. And a lot of them buy comics as well, or whatever else we have, because we had toys and stuff like that. This kid, he's talking to me about it for like an hour. And he goes, okay, so I guess the only other thing I need is your number. And I, being the adorably oblivious person that I am, was like, okay, the store's number is this, and the Portland store's number is this. And he turns beet red. And he's like, no, I meant your number. And I was like, oh, no. It was terrible. Just whoosh. Barely even speak English, right? You talk in a British accent at least once a day. You always have ever since your daughter watched Peppa Pig. Love it. You posted a scarf update. I can't wait to see it. I've seen some for Witchblade. I'm not sure what it is, but was super curious. Sort of looked like adult material. Witchblade is one of the first comics I ever saw, which is really funny because I was maybe like 9. Witchblade has some good stuff in there. It's supposed to be about like a lady cop, and she's got this really cool thing that goes on her hand, like this armor piece that goes on her hand, and it's her Witchblade. It's a whole thing. I get into details about it. Some of it's really great, and then it kind of has these weird phases that it goes through, like any comic does, depending on the writer and the artist, where yeah, it's a little more TNA than it is storyline. Battenberg is a pink and yellow cake and chessboard pattern. Okay, then wrapped in marzipan. I would be willing to try that cake, and I don't like cake. That actually sounds good. Yeah, I felt bad, except for that I didn't feel bad because he was also kind of just a pompousy little dude too. As I learned later. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but Magic the Gathering kids, they are fierce. They will fight tooth and nail for their championships. Like, they get ugly about it. It's a little uncomfortable sometimes. You're just like, okay, let's everybody sit down. Let's take a deep breath. Like, you have the HeroClix kids too, and they're much more chill. I mean, they're excited about their HeroClix, and they get a little rambunctious sometimes, but they are not cutthroat the way that Magic the Gathering kids are. Oh my god. Yu-Gi-Oh! Inner Teens, you liked Madoka Magic? Yeah, for sure. Got your twins trying to speak British. It was so funny. I got your grab bag, and I'm Matt. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you all like your grab bags. Seriously, I don't generally, like I said, I do not play favorites or anything. So basically, what it is I've got a thing that's got all of your stickers on them, right? Your labels, and then I've got my phone out to see how many of how many grab bags each person got. And if you got any extra yarn, because some people did. And then it's basically grab a bag, stick it in here. Grab a bag, stick it in here. Grab 2 bags, stick it in here. I try really hard not to, as much as I want to. I really want to look at grab bags and go, I think this person would really like these colors. But there's always the chance, number one, that I'm going to be off. And there's always a chance that I'll be left with something that the last person might not necessarily want. I never want anybody to feel left out. So those are completely random, just so you guys are aware. But I'm glad you guys all seem to like them so much. Sorry, I was totally sitting here reading. Okay. Just keep on checking on this thing. How aggressive people can get about their anime or favorite comics. For real. Like, I mean, I get it to a degree. You know, I watched Cowboy Bebop. I cried for 3 days at the end of that damn show. I understand emotions. But there's a line, there's a place where you need to just be like, this is not real. It's okay. You just want to know what your colors were. Describe them to me. If you want to know what your color was supposed to be, describe them to me and I can probably tell you. Your oldest liked Magic the Gathering, your youngest liked Pokemon. I mean, that makes sense. You guys have like 6 minutes until our final round of Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. So once again, click on that little button. We were just talking about, my friends and I were just talking about sideshow statues, which we also sold at the shop. And if you don't know what those are, they're very, very, very fancy statues or action figures, depending, that are incredibly detailed, like realistic looking. And the action figures actually come with like different opposable arms and heads and different pieces of clothing. And they're always based off of a show or a movie or something, usually comic book related in some capacity. And they just came out with statues for Vox Machina, Critical Role. And I happened to mention that. I was like, oh my God, damn you, Critical Role. I've never wanted a sideshow statue before. Like, I've never wanted to spend an obscene amount of money on a statue before. And here we are. Okay, hold on. Purple Sparkle, Hot Pink. Oh shit, I should know what this is. Okay, so the Purple Sparkle is the Purple Sparkle. Oh, Purple Sparkle. BKDK Purple Sparkle. That is OG Widow Flower. Our Widow Flower color has changed a little bit, but you have, and I think this is OG too. I'm not sure. But it's OG Widow Flower. So, and it's on BKDK Kitty Glitter, which we don't carry. So if you got any of the Widow Flower or the Cold as Ice BKDK Kitty Glitter, you're in for a rare treat because that's not something we generally carry. Hot Pink. Did I have any hot pink in there? The hot pink I'm having a hard time with. Was it just pink or was there something else in there? Like a lilac sparkle. Yeah, that's the Widow Flower. Your husband's cutthroat with his Magic the Gathering. Yeah, for sure. The OG Widow Flower is so good. Poor Laura's going to live through you guys on these grab bags. And it's Parasite. So good. You love the short and sweet anime or manga. I've never seen Parasite. I've never read it either. Just Pink. What did I send that was just pink? Hot damn. I didn't send any Sassy Pants. Now I'm intrigued. Can you take a picture of it and put it in show and tell for me? I want to see what color this is. I don't know. I don't know what I sent. Oh, if it's the sock blank. So, just a quick little revelation for all of you guys. I will confess that those sock blanks, because a lot of you were asking, I wonder what color this was supposed to be. None of those sock blanks were dyed up before the grab bags were created. I came across 20 undyed sock blanks. And we used to use those to make speckled gradients. We don't do speckled gradients anymore. So what I decided to do was just have fun with them. So you guys got a lot of gradient yarn, basically. Like, I looked at my colors and went, I want to see what this will look like together. So some of you guys got ones that look kind of like they've got purple and yellow and green. Some of you've got kind of a fiery vibe going on them. Some of them have, I don't even remember at this point. But yeah, I went nuts with those. I had so much fun. It's sock weight and it's just pink. You have an ungodly amount of yarn, so you're trying not to buy me. I feel you on that one. And yeah, definitely take a picture up because you've stumped me on this one. I love gradients too. And I will be honest that dyeing up those sock blanks was so much more fun than doing the speckled gradients. There's a very good chance that at some point in time we might bring those sock blanks back, just in general. But they're going to be sold as sock blanks. They'll be dyed up, but they'll be sold the way that I put them out there for the grab bags. Because trying to skein them up, get the kinks out of them, and then cake them for you guys is a living hell. And takes days. Pink to orange, and it's dope. Yeah, the pink to orange, it doesn't have the blue in it, but I was kind of going for a Craft Girl Summer vibe on that one. I love that one. What's up? Hey, TK. On the dining room table, there's a sock blank. Will you grab it for me, please? I want to show off that one because, oh, never mind. You're not here today. I'm sorry. Post a pic. That sounds amazing. Let me see what you're saying. Your sock blank. Yeah, it is pretty amazing. You got a ridiculous blue to pink sock blank. I don't even know what it was before I went to Google it, being the new fiber art person in the year. So this is the last batch of sock blanks I made. Only 2 of these colorways went out. And this is the one I'm talking about that I'm like, I just want to keep these 2. It goes from this really beautiful kind of reddish, pinkish color into this lovely kind of purple blue, and then you get down into like purple blue goes into brown. I'm so in love with this. It's kind of decadent and amazing, and I know I should be a good kid. I know I should put them in for the next round of grab bags, but I want to keep them and make something for myself out of them. So I'll stare at it for the next 6 months. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, I love it. You guys. Okay, it's time for our final round of the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Treat yourself. Treat myself all the time. Lillian Chan, you already won tonight. What is up with you? Come on now, Nightbot. Don't be silly. Let's try this again. You made it in time for show and tell, Yarn Pirate. Hello, hello. Laura can't win. We've been through this. Oh my gosh. Winner. Cassandra, I don't think you're on my list. Let me double check. 1 second. You are free from my list, which means you are our final contestant on the Wheel of Goodies and Goof 'em Ups. Yay! Okay, let's get that wheel out.
Ba, 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 ba.
La 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 la. Hello, beautiful wheel. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. We're just gonna spin it. Cassandra, you know how this works. I know how this works. Everybody else knows how this works. We're gonna hold our breath and hope that it doesn't hit game over, because that would suck. Let's do it. Don't do it, wheel, don't do it. Yes! Yes!
Congratulations, you're a winner!
You are a winner. Even if Blinky fails you, you're still a winner. I want you to know that. Okay. Good night, Wheel. You have been so charming tonight. I'll see you on Monday.
Goodbye.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, you guys, it's time. Okay, so if you don't know how this works, I have these beautiful colors right here. We've got Sigmund, Havisham, my brain went dead for a second, and Pokazard. Cassandra, if I roll a natural 20 on this forsaken die, you will win a skein of yarn. Any of these three, whichever color you want, and we will pay for shipping as well. So, you guys all holding your breath? Okay, Blinky, you can do this. I feel it in my heart of hearts that you can do this tonight. That is an 18. We had a 19 last time, I think. And that is a great roll. Like, that would smash a baddie's face in for sure. But unfortunately,
game over.
It's not a natural 20. At this point, I would be putting these dice into dice jail, but I can't. I am so sorry that you did not win. But once again, just so you're aware, it does mean that you are eligible to play again the next time around on Monday. So just keep that in mind. And thank you so much for being a subscriber. We really appreciate it. Okay. Just 1 second, my loves. Okay. Speaking of all of the people that we love and appreciate, we do appreciate our subscribers. You guys are rock awesome. This community is absolutely amazing. We also appreciate our patrons. If you don't know, we do have a Patreon. You can go over to patreon.com/bosskitty and sign up at any of our 3 levels. We just want to give a quick shout out to our current patrons. The list is always growing, which is really great and exciting and heartwarming. We do have some great perks for our patrons as well. You get early release parties to things like boxed sets and grab bags. Those early release parties to box sets are actually a legit party where I show off the box set to you and I'm usually in a costume. It's ridiculous. You get flash sales from time to time. You guys get silly things like me singing 50 Nifty United States. There's patterns that I've made up there from time to time. I think there's only 1 or 2 right now. Lots of just random different stuff. And then, of course, the Fleece to Finish project that we're still working on and that will be back next month, I hope. Maybe the month after. I don't remember. Anyway, the point is that we appreciate all of you who put that extra oomph into us. And once again, if you want to be a patron, you can head over to patreon.com/bosskitty. Thank you so much, guys. All the love. And with that, we're going to head on over.
Time to clean up.
Yeah, I shouldn't say and with that. She's going to tell me it's time to clean up. Yay! Okay, it is time for show and tell. So, Fox Goddess 108. Hey, BK and TK. I made some large stuffies. Patterns by Shop, done by Danielle. And I can't stop making them. I don't blame you. They're adorable. Okay, so I thought he had boobies for a second, but they're actually little pockets. Either way, it's super cute. Seriously. I love the blood splatter. These are so freaking stinking cute. Like, just adorable. Oh, I love the bees. They're so good. And they look so soft. Like soft and dangerous. Michibi, finished my snood last night. I will be entering this in my raffle for the St. Jude's Knitting Crochet Challenge I'm participating in this month. I already surpassed my first goal, and I am so happy. I will be raffling off items I'm making to my donors throughout the challenge month of March. That is fantastic, Michibi. I'm going to give you some confetti for that. And this is beautiful. I love your little tag. And something about tags just make things look so professional. The yarn is gorgeous. It looks great on you. It's going to look great on whoever gets it. But that's absolutely beautiful. And what a wonderful cause. I know they're super cute, right? Elizabeth 84, cheddar broccoli soup, and my boys playing in the snow here in Arizona. You guys have snow in Arizona? Is that a real thing that happens? I just thought it was hot as balls there all the time. I love cheddar broccoli soup so much. TK hates broccoli. I love broccoli. Like, I could live in a broccoli forest and be perfectly content for the rest of my life. It looks delicious. Also, this is adorable. Your little kid right here looks so happy about the snow. In fact, they all look happy about the snow. That's great. I remember getting excited about snow when I was out in it, and then I became an adult, and I was like, I want to be inside and be excited about the snow. Crochet Mom, this first pick is an update on my knitting with the first color change. Next is my new sock yarn. Last is my jumbo baked potato ruby. Your color change looks fantastic. You will notice that with color change, you can see on one side, especially with garter stitch, you'll be able to see on one side where you can see where the color change is. If you look at the other side, it should look like a block instead. And generally, people consider that the front side of their work. But either, I like the way that looks usually. This looks fantastic. Your stitches, while they were already really even and nice, they're just getting better as you continue along. Beautiful, beautiful yarns. Also lovely balls, by the way. When I try to make balls of yarn, they look like ridiculous loppy-sided pools of whatever. And then look at this jumbo baked potato. Oh, so sweet. Just tickle cheeks and I love puppies. I love puppies that don't live in my house. I love dogs. I don't know if I would be a good dog mom though, because I'm gone a lot. And I feel like dogs need a lot more attention. So I love to look at other people's puppies. So thank you. Lambert, first picture is a tester pattern I'm working on. Second picture is the new sock yarn and cake yarn I had to get, but no idea what to make. Third picture is my sock finished, but they are too small, so I will sell them. This lace motif right here is stunning, and I've never seen anything like it. Like, it's very unique. I'm very excited to see the finished project once you're able to share that. I love all your sock yarn. They're beautiful. You don't have to make socks out of them. Sock yarn is a very versatile weight yarn you can make. Depending on how many skeins or yards you have right here, you could actually make a semi-fade sweater of some type out of these down here. You can make a shawl out of these. Like, there's so many things you can do. You're gonna have a blast. And I'm sorry that your socks are too small. They're gorgeous. Oh my gosh, like, they turned out so well. Your stitches are just so pristine. Oh. Vicky, after Cardi, I plan on making a beret, and I should have showed the yarn I got for that. I can't wait to see it up. Vicky, the 2 baby blankets that I made for my niece, who is due in a couple of weeks, and then could eat your hair. It's beautiful. I love baby blankets because they're not ginormous. I love how they're so similar, but they also are, there's subtle differences in the colors. And I love that. It's so cool. I love the purple in this. Kitty, oh my gosh, those are some hairy, hairy kitty ears. I'm impressed. I've never seen a kitty with so much kitty hair on the inside. I mean, Con has some of it, but not to that degree. That is really cool. Miss Monster, deck picks. Oh! 2 Kickstarter rewards tarot decks came in the mail today. Also sock progress. Oh my god, I need this deck. It is gorgeous. Holy shit. Seriously, like, I feel like you're showing me this picture just to tease me. Is this the Fool card? That's my assumption. I mean, I have no idea, but I'm going to guess that that's the Fool card. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I probably am. This one's gorgeous too. This one gives me more, like, use this in a TTRPG type setting vibes than the other one did. This is beautiful. I love the color in these. Oh my gosh, that beast that beast card is just beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Okay, Dawn, show and tell. Let's see, the 100-day project, 8th day of Granny Squares. So you've got 8 going on. Oh my gosh, look at you just knocking these out, and they look so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see extras over here. You're an overachiever. 2, power ring I crocheted for the Aries gang in chat. I only made 5 petals. Oh, that's right. You guys were talking about Aries, the Aries gang. That's fantastic. The deck is amazing. Yes, the cat head is the Fool card. Yes. See, I need this deck. I know. Skittles Kid. I finally made my favorite meal in my new home. Arroz con gandules, Puerto Rican rice with pigeon peas. Oh, sounds so good. And empanadas. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. So hungry right now. I'm probably gonna have like salad. I didn't cook anything. This looks much better than my salad. Second pick is a painting I did this week. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love the white down here. I'm all about texture in paintings, so I love things like that. And the keys right here, those look really good too. Oh, and even the little like brown. You've got this like slender brown line throughout the keys, almost to make it look like aged ivory. That's really clever. I didn't even notice that at first. And then this is the sock blanket caked up that you got in your I can't think of words right now, in your grab bag. And this is one of those ones I was talking about that goes from purple to green to yellow. I was trying to go for kind of for a flower type thing. And it is beautiful. I'm glad you like it. Jinxie, yeah, I hope you feel better too. I'm so sorry. Catastrophe. Cataloging and organizing my board game stash. It's going to be order out of chaos. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of board games. Throw burrito. Oh, some of these look like they're older board games too. That's really cool. Ugh, I need more board games in my life. Gothic Hippie, my most recently finished sweaters. They're beautiful. I also like the bow on your shoe. This pink is really pretty. Oh, but seriously, the orange one is the one I'm in love with. Oh, this is stunning, Laura. This is so beautiful. I'm a little jealous. I know that sock blank, right? Emma, Halloween again. Update. We're getting into the green. Yay. Oh, this is so spooky and wonderful. I love it. I love the speckles up at the top. So good. Ghost Babe picked up knitting again after like 20 years. Working on a sweater scarf. Wild Tiger must watch over me and redid my hair, split dye. Isn't it amazing how you can pick knitting back up after 20 years and your stitches still look like you are a fucking boss? Seriously, they're gorgeous. I think that's 3 F-bombs in one show. I think we're done. I'm so sorry. It was worth it though, because this is beautiful. I love... Is that a sleeve? You said it's a sweater scarf? I don't know what that means or how it's going to work out, but it's beautiful. Look at this adorable little puppy and those sweet, sweet eyes. I need friends who play board. All my friends play board games obsessively. I love your hair. It looks great. Green is a great color on you. Green makes me look kind of dead sometimes, so I don't wear it a lot, but it looks really good on you. Makes your eyes pop. Earthy Gal. So here's your scarf that you started a little bit ago, and your baby that apparently is not sleepy. Scarf is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. I also like this owl fabric. Your stitches are so gorgeous. Oh, guys are so talented. Look at that little baby face. That is some mischievous baby shenanigans going on right there. It's a sleeve at both ends and a scarf in the middle. Okay, that's awesome, Ghost Babe. Megan, working on a new pair of socks using Alt Knots pattern. I've got to try this pattern out. Seriously. I love them. I love the gray with the crazy, crazy color explosion. It's just such a stark difference and it looks so good. Thank you. Okay, so it's not pink as much as it's this color right here, actually. It is a red. It's a 1950s red is what it is. And it's Rockadoodle. It's a retired color that we no longer carry, and it was the last few skeins of that we had. And then this one right here, the yellow and green, was a throwback from the Toil and Trouble box set. That was the original try for our Hocus Pocus inspired color. Didn't work for me for that. It's still a neat color, but it just didn't work for what I was going for. So those went in the grab bags. Casey Kane, I'm working on a cardigan for my mother's birthday in April. I hope she's not watching the show. Currently day 3 using dress up yarn, one from Dezola Designs. There's also a tiny origami cat I made. This is gorgeous. Your mother's going to love it. It just looks so squishy and perfect and wonderful. And I love it. And I can see the little tiny origami kitty right there. It's so great. Matthew got his sparrow. I'm so freaking happy for you. First colorwork project, and it's using hand spun. Last pick is my garden progress with a chicken. Love the spring. Look at all of your hand spun on there. It looks so good. I love the color. It goes very well with Bumble here and all of her yellow glory. Oh, no, isn't it amazing? It's such an amazing wheel. And then here you are knitting with your hand spun. Looks great. Love it. And then we got chickens. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. I love spring too. Spring and fall are my favorites. All right, Lady Bella. First picture is good mythical morning merch. Wearing it to help make me feel better. Second picture is a test pattern for pumpkins. Holding 3 strands of worsted, alternating half double crochet and back loop, first loop, and then back post and second row. I'm hoping to be able to do the Hillsborough Arts and Crafts Fair in September and still have stock from last year, but want to add some fresh items. Oh, that's exciting. Third picture, Shy, not being able to stay up late with us. Oh my goodness. She even waited in the hallway and stared at us. Mom, Dad, it's bedtime. Then huffed and went to bed. Everybody knows I love lesbian. That shirt is fantastic. Oh my God, that's such a great shirt. I love the font too. It's just perfect all around. And your smile is enchanting, my dear, even if I can't see all of your face. The pumpkin's really cool. I like the what the posts are doing for that ridge. It's really neat. 3 strands of worsted. You are a brave soul. Oh my goodness, Shy. Not only is Shy knocked out, but I love the way they're sleeping, just like stiff as a board. It's so cute. They waited as long as they could. Yarn Pirate was enjoying some Arizona weather in Tuscan this week. I thought they had snow. I'm so confused. Your daughter and her girlfriend need those shirts. This is beautiful. Oh, look at that sky. Jinxie Doll, yarn for 2 more cropped sweaters, light colors for my wife and the darker one for my besties. Whip of the cropped sweater and Brene Symphony Color seashell pattern. Awesome. And newest Squishmallow. This yarn is so beautiful. I love those muddled colors on there. And this looks great. I like your armrest, by the way. The mint green with the pink is so good. Squishmallow. They're so soft and amazing. I have so many friends that have been collecting these. And JK Knits for you. Toss the stash time. Got to reorganize and see if I have more room than I think. And of course, my helpers were very helpful. Look at all of that yarn and fiber goodness. I see some helpers. I see some non-helpers in there too. This is impressive. Like this is really impressive. You guys, what a great show and tell. Hot damn. That was amazing. Hopefully you guys are having... Oh, I see what the problem is. Interesting. Are you guys having issues with the show not showing at the moment? Because it looks to me like it's still stuck on the patrons. Interesting. Anyway, I hope you guys got to see show and tell. I had a great time. It looks like you guys were able to. Once again, we're here on Mondays and Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So definitely stop on by. We will be here this following Monday. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, just do something great. Do something fun and exciting. I know I'm going to. So have a great time. We love you. And as always, we'll see you on Monday. And happy crafting, kids.